Yep. We back. Let's hit media player.
Or the UFC comfortably. Just round people up at the behest of ICE. Do you see what the Eagles are doing? Talking about how we needed to remain in Jurassic Park. They have break battles and car shows and we're working on our next spot. Right here. The BLDNDSTRY record that I was the first one to record Darnell. Hey, I'm not everybody in your mama. I know before.
Welcome back. It's the BLDNDSTRY show. As you know, every Sunday around 5 we go live. I'm Wicked Meticulous. We got May Dolly and High Rise in the building today. What's good with ya?
What up, y'all? Peace to the family.
Peace. Well, look, we ain't got no guests today, so we just hitting them with the topical subject matters. Before we get to these ones that I had on the list here, did you have any new hip-hop or things to mention? I think that's always a good starting point.
I mean, stuff did drop, but honestly, I didn't really listen to much this time around. I listened to a random Brother Lynch single that came out. But other than that, I've just been playing the Thundercat album that came out a few weeks ago.
Okay, well, that's still a good mention.
Yeah, man, it's real good. Very musical. He's a bass player, so if you like notes and compositions and stuff like that, you'll enjoy it.
Now, has you got features on there, like singers and other stuff?
Yeah, he's got singers and he's got rappers too. He utilizes both. He's got a Mac Miller song
Oh,
that they had in the vault. He's got Lil Yachty on there. He's got ASAP Rocky on there.
so a nice little splash then. All right, well, really the only other, I guess, hip-hop news that I had was just because I seen it and watched it a couple times, this Ice Spice getting in a fight from sitting in McDonald's,
Yo,
which I got a lot of thoughts, but why don't you give your opinion first?
shoot. It looked like she held her own, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Um, Everybody talking about security. At the end of the day, it's up for them to decide. And if you can hold your own like that and settle it, that's fine too. But a lot of people are saying that she too big to be walking around like that. But I feel like if you're late, you should be able to go anywhere, or you should be able to feel like that.
I have to disagree on that. I think specifically it's different for women too. Um, Artists, actresses, like if you're like a star woman, your level of I guess hate I think is different because and in this particular situation it it was a group of people. It wasn't just a girl that came in. You could hear in the video she's talking to a dude, like there was a dude involved that was trying to fight her, and she's like, "Wait, why you want to fight me? Let me fight her. Let me fight the girl. Why you want to fight me? I'm a bitch. Are you a bitch?" So she was clearly talking to a dude, and it seemed like she only had a little white girl with her who wasn't about it. And to me, it was just, I'm glad she didn't get hurt. I'm glad that that group of people didn't like actually jump her. They could have, and it looked like they were getting close. So I'm just glad that she made it out, not super hurt. But I think that's highly dangerous when you're a star at that level. You can't be out by yourself. Like maybe you don't. Maybe it's not necessarily having a security guard, but like you got to have some sort of backup presence in that event that you run into more than one person.
Yeah.
Like, and yeah, she was definitely down with the bullshit. It didn't look like she could really fight. It just looked like she was down to fight. But yeah, I'm just glad that she didn't get seriously hurt.
Yeah,
And
if anything, I hope it was a good temp check for her to, move smart afterwards.
yeah, I mean, cause you got to think she was up there in them booths with Taylor Swift and shit. Like her level of stardom is very high, regardless of what you might think about her music or anything like that. She's just a notable person. She's very recognizable. You could see her from a far away, like, oh, that's her. So it's
Okay.
like, yeah, but definitely something that normal folks like us don't have to deal with. That's part
So
of
yeah,
the trip.
she just got to come to terms that she can't do that no more. That
Yeah.
that moment is gone.
Or moved to a place where everyone knows you, like Dave Chappelle in Yellow Springs, to where there is no like star people being starstruck with you because you're just my neighbor. All right, well, enough.
Was she in the Bronx?
I think she was in Vegas for the WrestleMania weekend.
Oh.
All right, well, that's all I had to say about that.
You think it's a bad look for McDonald's at
No,
all? Do you think this has any negative implications for McDonald's?
no. I mean, to me, it actually, if I had to say anything about the McDonald's, I'd have to look back at the video again, but it looked like a relatively like it wasn't no ghetto McDonald's. It didn't look like a old beat down McDonald's. It looked like the fresh renovated. I mean, they were clearly sitting there. They didn't even have food, so they must have ate and then just been chilling.
Yeah.
Did did you see what she?
Was like Ice Spice's lawyers are thinking about suing McDonald's. Like, is it an interesting? Like, is there?
I think so, because
If
she.
you go into an establishment, obviously they're not there to like be your bodyguards, but do you expect some sort of like? Yeah, is there any sort of expectation of safety when you go into somewhere owned by somewhere else? Like, I don't know. There might be an interesting legal matter there.
Did you
Yeah,
see what she
I don't like
posted?
that. I don't like that.
It's funny. Did you see what she posted? This would never happen at Wendy's.
I mean,
Oh,
that's cool for jokes and viral memes, but to say that that business, whether it was McDonald's or Wendy's, wherever she was at, has a responsibility to protect her, that's wild. Then people that are working up in McDonald's, first and foremost, most of it is now automated. So they got less people working in there. They're stressed out trying to get your fucking food out. The last thing they're worrying about is being security guards. They don't fucking get paid for that, to put their life on the line to
I
help.
don't know, man. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if some court finds a corporation at least semi-liable. I wouldn't be surprised. I hear what you're saying. That's common sense, but you know what I mean? It's
Well, that's what part of where America is going wrong, is the lawyer's game is like a whole leech game. whether it's this type of action, like everyone's quick to sue to get some money from a person, uh,
Yeah. You heard that
your
lady on the
baby
boat?
dad, your ex-husband. Yeah, like, to me, that's whack. And these
That
lawyers is
lady on the
just getting
boat,
all
I
this
mean,
dude.
that's not
money.
where the whackness starts, though. To me, that's not where the whackness starts. That's just an end result of corporate greed, and then people not having any other real way but to somehow try to strike back legally. Um, I don't think the end. I don't think the beginning of. I don't think. I don't think a litigious lawyer is where the problem starts at all. That's just me. I definitely think large scale corporate and government greed is more problematic, more detrimental, putting more people in debt than just every once in a while some lawyer getting a good case for somebody. That's just me.
All right, well, we can disagree on that. How do you guys feel about this whole Strait of Hormuz? Open, close, open, close, open, close, bombs.
I think you find more info about it watching those Lego movies than you do the news, because them Lego videos been on point, all of them.
I just what what I think about is like, what would people in like the 1800s think? Like, we're already hella advanced in the future. We're fucking doing a conversation over a video chat. We're hella advanced, but yet we're just wilding out. And the leader of the U.S., the biggest, not biggest as far as land, but like
Did you ask what you think other countries, what other people think?
no, I'm just saying, like, I feel like we're really it feels more and more like, is this real? Like, like, if a person, if you went and got, like Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure, you went back in time and brought Genghis Khan, a real leader that was leading the army to kill and take over shit, what would he think about the way our leaders are operating in running the world? Like, because he would be, an expert in that type of conquering field, taking over. Like, would he be like, these dudes are weak because they're not on the front lines? Or would he be like, they should have been used the nuclear missiles? Or these guys are tripping. Everyone is living a great life. If I got
That's
to
what
live,
I think.
if I got to live easy,
Genghis
we wouldn't
Khan.
be fighting. We wouldn't be trying to
That's
take
what I
over
think he would have
everything.
said, because he's smart. He would have been like, "Wow, y'all are still fighting. There's food. There's air conditioning. There's toilets. What? Y'all don't. We can't get along yet."
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Okay, enough of the politics. What do you guys feel about these new movies coming out, bringing back the nostalgia, the Mortal Kombat 2? I haven't even seen the first one, but I've been seeing these trailers for number 2. Definitely the Street Fighter, because it got, 50 Cent and Daniel Schultz and or Andrew Schultz and other folks. But then also I seen they're doing the Spaceballs 2. What do you guys think about just the nostalgia play? And do any of
I
these
think it
movies
works,
seem
man.
interesting to you?
Yeah, I think it'll always work. Whether we watch it and like it or not is different, but a rollout of something like that, it's gonna work because that stuff is we grew up with that and we continue to be influenced by that stuff. Like a lot of our references come from that era of things.
I
So
think
to
if you
see,
have
I like
kids,
continuance.
the nostalgia I think works well on families because the parent wants to watch the new version and build that bridge with their kid. Oh, I played this game, I watched this game, and so I think there's that's going on. But a lot of the stuff that came out in the 90s, like or the early 2000s, I personally was already like kind of checked out, you know? I really only fuck with cartoons and shit when I was a real kid. But once I was listening to hip hop and things like that, like I didn't do like Power Rangers and stuff. I was already, I don't want to say I was already too old, but I didn't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like I played Street Fighter on the first Nintendo. Like 80, 87 or something. And that was it.
I don't think anyone even really played Street Fighter 1.
So y'all seen the Mortal Kombat movie, the first one,
I haven't.
and the Street Fighter? No.
I mean, the original Mortal Kombat from like 1995 or something, but not the most recent updated.
I probably saw the one in the 90s, at least one of them, but it didn't impact me or anything. I thought it was cheesy, I think.
But I have to say, they both look interesting to me. Like, just I watched the trailers a couple times just to see what I could see. I think the fight scene choreography for Mortal Kombat looks more traditional action movie fighting, whereas the Street Fighter, it looks like that movie is trying to bring, I think more a whole rounded approach, like with comedy, action. They got some talks about the Chung-Li thighs. They got Cammy showing the thighs. Like, you as a kid playing them games, you definitely are ready to see the updated versions of those characters versus the Street Fighter with fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, and if you play those games still, as they've progressed, there is a storyline going on with all the games. So hopefully the movies are good in that way too, where it's telling the story. Because Mortal Kombat has evolved a lot, the storyline and the plot.
Oh, one thing that was fired that I thought for the Street Fighter trailer is it starts off with Tupac. The ambitions of a rider, when you hear that dun, 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 like that was a good selection to start the trailer off. What about the Spaceballs joint? They haven't dropped a trailer, but they have been making this same press run.
They do got one. They do got one. I seen a piece
of
it.
There's a new Spaceballs?
I checked like an hour ago.
New Spaceballs?
Yeah.
Huh. Funny. Like, who's in it? Because Rick Moranis doesn't act anymore.
He's in it.
Really? Whoa, it's like his comeback.
I'll have to see if it's like a fan-made one or something, but
he's got an interesting story. You know, he dropped out of Hollywood. His wife died, and he just took care of his kids and stopped acting for like 20 years. And he was big.
Hell yeah. Yeah,
So
so
that was
I
Keith the
checked.
Sweetie.
I'm not seeing any except for the announcement, the teaser with Mel Brooks, but there's not. I don't see any actual trailer for the movie. But yeah, the cast has been working the press run, so the movie's already done. It's not like it's a possibility. Like they're promoting the movie right now. And yeah, so I seen an interview with Rick Moranis. They've got the same prince and princess, and the dude that plays the prince. They have his actual son is also in the movie. Oh, I can't remember his name, but I like the original Spaceballs, so you know,
Definitely.
I'm gonna give it a chance, especially if it got the Mel Brooks. Apparently, he's
Is
in
Mel
it.
Brooks?
Well, he's in he's in the announcement teaser, like it's him saying it.
So this is a Mel Brooks. He produced this one too, huh?
I don't
Or
know.
directed it?
I don't know if he did it like the level that he did all his old movies, Blazing Saddles and
Guy's got
shit
to
like
be
that.
100 years old.
Well, yeah, he died since. So
Oh shit, my fault.
yeah, but they got it done, and he's in it. I think he reprises
Sports.
the Schwartz dude. Yeah.
But
But I tell you what, those got me more interested to actually go to the movie theater and watch than a lot of movies have in a while. So I thought I wanted to see what you guys thought about that nostalgia play, because
The
it's working
theaters
on
are
me.
hey, the theater is still fun anyways.
I agree. I'm still a fan. I like to go.
Well, speaking of
I watched a
theater,
little bit of that Jailblazers on Netflix.
okay, and that's like a 5-part docu-series.
It's just a movie. It's just a documentary about basically the 99 to 2002 Blazers. They show it all at once. I think it's just one movie.
Okay, yeah, I did see a.
It's like a 30 for 30 vibe. It's basically, that's what it feels like.
Now, I definitely saw an interview about the rollout with Rashid and Damon Stoudemire and Bonzi Wells, to where essentially this is something that Damon Stoudemire had been working on for like 5 or 6 years, apparently. So I think he's like the producer behind it all. Was it good from what you saw so far?
It was good. It's good. I mean, it's interesting because, you know, a lot of the stuff that they did wouldn't even be a big deal now. So it's not really like, you know, it's more of a, yeah, they were like a rowdy bunch, but also they were like in this, you know, super white city, and they had moved to this like white part of the city. And, you know, there was just a lot of racist stuff going on with the police department. They moved to like this little part of Portland called Lake Oswego. They called it Lake No Negro. That's what Rasheed Wallace called it. And they all bought 3 little houses next to each other in the same corner of this little lake. And, you know, the police would harass them for music. And, like, a lot of the people that they called in that group never even got in trouble. And Portland's was super white at the time. I mean, you could say it still is or not. I don't know. I don't want to. But you know, it was also an examination of just like sort of the whiteness of the Pacific Northwest at the time and their reaction.
Caught him in the Matrix. Well, with that being said, since he got froze up on the topic of NBA, Do you have an NBA team? I know everyone out here. I mean, we're all 95% Sonics supporters, but I mean, AWOL, he fucks with the Lakers.
Yeah, no. After we lost ours, I never really got another team. I just like the players.
So, do you have any uh, position for the playoff teams on who you want to win or who you think is going to win?
I think Oklahoma. I think SGA
You said they're going to
is the
repeat.
truth. I think he's the truth, and that he deserves to have a little run, a little legacy run.
What? So Josh, he got booted off.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
don't know who I.
I'd rather see somebody go on a run for a couple years in a row than have it be so spotty where they get one and they gotta fight hard for 4 years and come back. It'd be cool to just see a team have a run.
Yeah,
Like Denver, I thought they were gonna do that for a while, and then that broke apart. So it's just cool to see how hard and what it takes to go on like a 3, 4 in a row run.
yeah. I think part of it is because everyone's playing the same, most like running the same sets. Like there's no real different strategies when you're looking at the game. Everyone, you got your guys standing in the corner for the corner threes, and it's like, I don't know. It's just a totally different game than what it used to be. And I think that allows for it to be harder for teams to dominate because everyone, it's just, there's no separation unless you. I think right now, the Wimby, he is the separation. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not necessarily a San Antonio fan, but they are exciting to watch. I can say that. But yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, honestly, I would like to see the Knicks get one.
There's so many good players at once, like right now or these days, whatever. It's kind of hard to say there's a best because there's excellent players all across the board right now.
I just kind of feel bad for their franchise. It's like they got a curse. Like the New York Knicks, when I was growing up, was like a top tier franchise, even though they didn't win championships. Like they were always good. It just seems like at a certain point they fell off. So that'd be cool to see them get one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it'd be dope to see LeBron get one with his son. I don't think they can do it with having the two, even with the two people out, Austin Reeves and Luka. I don't think even with them all healthy that they could get it done.
Me neither.
I think one of them at least is going to come back soon if they can get to the next round. But that would be amazing.
And who are they playing for the first round?
Was it Houston?
Yep, because it's LeBron and KD again. Yep, that's it. Yep, that's who they just. And they won the first game, so that's a good sign. But can LeBron get through Houston 3 more games by himself?
If he did, man, that's so amazing.
He's my age. He's 41.
Golly, man.
Serving it.
Out there with his kid.
Like that's to me that would be the most like coolest fairy tale type storyline. But then also, ain't nobody trying to let that shit happen. I'm not letting LeBron beat me with his son. Fuck that.
Yeah. Like I got my own storylines.
Yeah. All right. Well, I only got a couple more joints on here. I want to stick with sports though, because we talked about wrestling and it's WrestleMania weekend this week, today, essentially right now. Have you guys ever paid and watched actual WrestleMania? I don't think I've ever seen one.
Seen one, but I didn't pay. I was at a watch party.
What about you, man?
I used to rent them back in the day. I would rent them.
Like the previous year?
Yeah, like
Blockbuster?
Me and my neighbor friend.
I didn't even know you could rent that.
Yeah, you could rent all of that. SummerSlam, WrestleMania, Royal Rumbles.
That's wild.
Nope, you never have either.
Now I went to a WWF event at Tacoma Dome before.
Yeah, I went to a live event, but never watched it.
The
Pay-per-view or nothing.
Yeah, that pay-per-view shit.
Yeah.
Shoot, only the rich kids.
We did that for like Mike Tyson. That was about it for Tyson fights.
And a lot of those was just on straight HBO or Showtime. So if you were already paying for them channels, I know my parents paid for HBO. I don't remember Showtime, but HBO boxing,
I know the next Tyson Fury fight, I think, is on Netflix live. Coming up.
Who's he fighting?
Oh, let me see if I can bring it up if it shows.
And I think Ronda Rousey's gonna fight too on Netflix.
No, I know. I've been seeing
maybe that night.
them promoting that for a minute. The Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano. I didn't even know who that was. I had to research her just to understand how big of a fight it was. And they're both relatively old for fighters.
Mm-hmm.
I think Gina Cardano's in her 40s. But I had no idea who she was, like a real champion kickboxer or Muay Thai or something. But then she was also the lady in The Mandalorian. So that really, I was like, oh, she done went from fighting into acting, now going back to fighting.
It already happened. It was versus, man, I'm gonna not be able to say this guy's name right. Arslanbek Makhmadov.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, I would want to see what's his name that they stole the fight from, Ngannou, the UFC dude who did the boxing match, and he definitely won the match, but they didn't give it to him. I'd like to see him versus the dude that just fought Jake Paul. Like I think he's
Anthony
like a British
Joshua.
dude. Yeah, Joshua.
Yeah.
That'd be a good fight because they both are muscular-looking heavyweights, and I know they be throwing them power blows that'll break your jaw, like Jake Paul.
Yeah.
All right, well, this would be a good time for break, but I want to at least get High Rise opinion on the Almond Roca, since he might not be back for the second half. So
Mountain bars.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a fan. Big old fluffy looking candy bar.
Did they show what it looks like? Well, how do you guys want? Should I just read part of the article at least for the people that are listening that may not?
Yeah, just for history's sake.
Yeah, at least describe the new candy.
Yeah, Almond Roca Candy Factory started in 1923 is when Almond Roca started.
Yep. So its traditional candy is a chocolate almond toffee, chocolate almond coated toffee chunks or mini bars, maybe about the size of a half of a Twix. Since 1923, what they're in the news for now is because they're unveiling their first new flavor in 54 years. It's going to be a hazelnut mountain bar. And this is going to be available in all markets starting in August. And then they're also going to have a special, where did it go? A special dark chocolate pistachio Roca coming for Christmas season only. So, yeah, Tacoma staple. My mom fucking used to crush them Almond Rocas. There's all, man, them tins of Almond Rocas get reused for storage bins.
Foils, little foils everywhere, yeah.
Shout out, go peep that Almond Roca album, y'all.
Hey, we need the number 2 called Monkey Bars.
Send me some beats.
Mountain bars.
You producers, send me some beats.
Hey, once it drops, well, it might be a good shoot. They got the lady's name, marketing director Kathy Reneker.
True.
Shoot. Might have to hit the direct.
They did something with ETC. They dropped the ETC T-shirt a little while ago. So they play ball.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
At least get the official permission, like to use the package logo for that new bar.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna break to halftime. Since you are not returning, High Rise, you have anything you want to leave the folks with? Any upcoming events, news, words of wisdom?
Well, I still want to hear how your movie debut went yesterday, so I'll have to talk to you. Are you gonna talk about that?
Yeah, I didn't actually have it on the list, but.
We'll put it on there and I'll listen. I'm listening to the show tonight when I get home and stuff. But that's all.
Okay.
I want to know about that for sure.
All right. I'm writing that down so I don't forget it. So when we come back, we only got a couple.
And then
left.
and then yeah, I know we told shout out Seven to Panther. I know we're doing that show with them in June, but we could do it in one in May if we wanted to. I told them that we were.
Night, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not really trying to do that Sunday.
Okay. All right. Let me tell them we're in May on that for sure. All right, y'all.
All right. Peace.
Much love. Peace.
Well, you know how we do over here on the Build and Destroy show. If you don't, we take a little 10-minute halftime breaky-atomy so y'all can stretch your legs, do the recreational things that you might need to do. And we'll return with our last few topics of the day. Please hit the like and subscribe. And this new hype feature, I don't really understand it, but hit that too. Sounds cool. All right, Build and Destroy show. We'll be back in 10 minutes. The music break is on. that the instrumental version? Hold on, guys. Hold on. We're going to rewind it. We're going to press the rewind button. Rewind. Back up. Try again. If at first you don't succeed. Boom, boom, boom. Let's try this one more time. We're going to reload these songs up in here. Come on, computer. Work with me here. There we go. All right. Back to the halftime break.
Stand up. March with me. And 1, and 2, and 1, and 2. Mash on them. Stomp on them. Yeah, this that put on your boots, put on your backpack, lace them shit, I got you. In the longhouse, putting whale oil on the fire. I'm as heavy as a unit followed by 21 ciphers. The all I see is all I see. Much love to Sawa DZ. I'm my sickle with spittle and riddle. Never stuck in the middle like a pickle. Y'all as soft as baby tickle. I drop a jewel, I drop a pearl like there are only 1,810 billionaires in the whole damn world. Real heads are jocking cause they knocking. Robbing from the rich, give it to the hood for problem solving. Hot damn, he spit a parallelogram. Heavy as a pair of elephants plotted in the sand. I thought you talk that talk, we walk that walk.
Right
I am
out to
Merriam-Webster with this
Properties.
molecular conjecture. I thought you knew though, this is studio judo.
You talk the talk and we walk the walk. You talk the talk and we walk the walk. You talk the talk and we walk the walk. And we walk the walk, how we build and destroy. You talk the talk and we walk the walk. You talk the talk and we walk the walk. You talk the talk and we walk the walk. And we walk the walk, how we build and destroy. We start out fires and start new ones. The system we in is a decrepit building. Evacuate all adults and children. Destroy the foundation, then get to building. Labyrinth basement, pyramid to ceiling. Bomb shelter laced with nuclear shielding. Pantry packed tight, last 20 years minimum. Temporary shelter while plans come to fruition. As the political pendulum swings from likable black man to an imbecile. Let's bring your A game front, cover a centerfold. Take aim in the scope, maintain your energy. The racist war was never ended, so erase the enemy back into the pendulum. Shotgun, rifle, pencil, a knife move. All fights end in blood throughout history. You talk the talk and we walk the walk. You talk the talk and we walk the walk. You talk the talk and we walk the walk. And we walk the walk, how we build and destroy. You talk the talk and we walk the walk. You talk the talk and we walk the walk. You talk the talk and we walk the walk. And we walk the walk, how we build and destroy. Look, non-believers distorted by deceivers. BAD state of emergency called FEMA. Beat odds like I did Tina. Tacoma are arenas, rock spots like cheetahs. People feel less like indica or sativa. Beautiful family affair on these features. Haters dumbfounded, downright stupid. We stay well-rounded, circular movements. Food for soul, sweet potato cool with no circus or lay. But we do this with cool flips. Cool J with the toothpick. Give haters the pool stick. HIV mixed with Ebola. AWOL too sick. Hit him with truthness. Jews when we spit. Blow it up like crack. In fact, we talk dope shit. Last life I was a pharaoh. Now I'm Janelle Green in thug apparel. Beat and bomber till you broken arrow. You talk the talk and we walk the walk. You talk the talk and we walk the walk. You talk the talk and we walk the walk. And we walk the walk, how we build and destroy. You talk the talk and we walk the walk. You talk the talk and we walk the walk. You talk the talk and we walk the walk. And we walk the walk, how we build and destroy.
These people, drug addicts. These people, drug addicts.
Adaptable. My crew, we get down to business, and after the mission is finished, we kicks it. My crew, we get down to business, and after the mission is finished, we kicks it. We kicks it. We kicks it. My crew, we get down to business, and after the mission is finished, we kicks it.
In every cell, the atoms revolve around the nucleus, like the planets revolve around the sun. On me, you can come and get some. Oh, my knee, pod me hum. My tongue is a gun. I'm about to let off one, let off some, let off on someone. My actual facts produce factual acts. My spats fracture your backs, wax have no counterattacks. Oh me, oh my, this guy ionize on my modus operandi. 365 times infinite. On your dean, or use a god on the job. Shake a 10 like you God, sham God. Any mushmouth MC get hit with a plus degree. Purpose plus desire equals 33.3 times infinity. Infinite creativity. You spit it acidic, you a reptilian lizard. Every line I rhyme is alkaline. God cipher divine, or when I go for mines. Rhymes by the oodles, aiming at y'all noodles. Third, I never blurry. Saw the hypocrisy of the reverend hella early. Had me feeling 7:30. Behold, my skull flow cold just like it snowed.
And I revolve around the table of blunt plasters, waking up the blue dreams. My fools be faking moves like green screens. My brother made a restaurant, her face turned red cause he lost his lease. Quoting scriptures from ancient Greece. I just roll 10 swishers and look at the pictures. Because the weed is much thicker.
Traveling to you, take flight. I combust, stardust, then settle back down to Earth's crust. Thermogenesis, using every molecule and atom. When I get atom, chromosomes in poems, quantum entanglements. Past, present, and future is where the time went. Boy spit sriracha, achieve bodhisattva, burn sativa from Giza to Gaza. It's likening to lightning and lightning. R.I.P. to Big Bully OG Bobby slicing like it's rhyming on Clash of the Titans. The art was fact, left in a DAT tape like an artifact. It's actual fact, moonwalking in a lunar garden. The Big Bang existed starting when the gods reppin' avant-garde.
Traveling, magic needle in a haystack, stitching a thick tapestry fabric. What's the quality of the thread though? Rumpelstiltskin status, soul searching, portal traveling, magic needle in a haystack, stitching a thick tapestry fabric. What's the quality of the thread though? Rumpelstiltskin status.
I'm far stressed, creating techniques as far-fetched. Eternal not like the bee behind the scarred chest. Large and vexed to the cartilage. A fully articulated artist with a lethargic prey. I'm wanted on stages, it was stated. Went away for a bit, now I'm staying for status. Pilot pen calligraphy, code written with history. BAD symphonies, relayed when the beats played. No slipping like Urkel, rehearse the virtuals. Rhymes pack you inside the verses curfew. Soul searching, portal traveling. Magic needle in a haystack, stitching a thick tapestry fabric. What's the quality of the thread though? Rumpelstiltskin status, soul searching, portal traveling, magic needle in a haystack, stitching a thick tapestry fabric. What's the quality of the thread though? Rumpelstiltskin status. Once the light bulb over your dome clicks on, but you can't clean your kicks off if you still stuck in thick mud. Feeling like quicksand, yet you grinding, trying to finally fit your feet in a financially fit stance. Exit the bog fluid, walk out a bob to it. Play your cards right and let the chips land where they ought to it. It feels kinda awkward, that's all good. Just never try to Euro step into the dark world. I hope you hit a bunch of home runs in October and stay focused on the game when all of the hoes show up. Don't let nobody divide you from your plus. Everybody hates Julius, carry the shona. The remainder of the equation is Aya.
Last track. R.I.P. Bobby Slice.
Oh, yo, Hey, well, you a fool for this one. Hey, yo, I'm the Alpha, Omega, the peanut butter and jelly. Y'all ain't ready, I'm ever ready at the Dollar Tree. Ain't no stopping me. Doing 100 on a full tank, running over pedestrians, straight gays and lesbians.
Bobby Slice, will you stop playing and please drop some gangster shit? Nigga,
You are now in the presence of real niggas, no doubt. Fuck your girl, you find out, man, y'all should talk it out. Slicing A-Raw, more like Uday and Usay. You niggas trash and I get taken out every Tuesday. FYL, nigga, fuck your life. I ain't here to make friends, I'm here to fuck somebody's wife. Long dick style in the attack, they call me Tyrone. Smack the cigarette out your hand and smash your face with a snow cone. Tacoma, home of the stars. You better check your history book, nigga, I'm talking Tacoma stars. Werewolf from Twilight, hope you choke on a dick. And don't never get us confused with the 206. Fuck you young thugs, rich homies, bunch of tattletales. I'm going Diddy style, beat a fucking rapper with a kettlebell. Your girl stalking me, she fucks with me the long way. About to beat it up like a bully in a hallway. Evergreen State, Bobby Slice, never heard of you. We legal with the push bags, the weed or Bobby murder you. Hot nigga, y'all done fucked up now. I live in a state where tigers should be registered as a pedophile. Kylie, cross you up, call me Kyrie, I'm a warrior. Shoot you in the calves, you need an IV. Lot of rappers nowadays, all shots and no hits. You like J.R. Smith, you a bitch, you shoot too many bricks. Call me Trey.
now that's the shit. You did?
This is just a small introduction, causing mass destruction, fucking up the game. We ain't doing this for nothing. They want slicing the function. Lord, our lyrics get the dumping. This is just a small introduction, causing mass destruction, fucking up the game. We ain't doing this for nothing. They want slicing the function. Lord, our lyrics get the dumping. Lord, our lyrics get the dumping.
You did? Tappocalypse now. Bobby Slice, AWOL, aka Two Piece. What you know about that? What you know about that?
Yes, indeed. We back in the mix. It's the Build and Destroy show. Somebody call me the Timu Andrew Tate. I made a video about the Uncrustables. And that's what they got. Timu Andrew Tate from the Uncrustables.
Damn.
Well, I guess I'll talk about the whole movie experience since that's on my mind that Josh brought it up. So yeah, me and AWOL, we went yesterday to shoot our scene. We're extras in an independent movie. I don't know if they had the current title will be the title when it's released. So I won't say the title at this point, but it's small independent production out of Seattle, and we were pedestrians 3 and 4, and it was definitely an interesting time watching the production. Even though it's independent, it is a lot of things going into it for them to try to get a film complete, and we're just in one shot, small part for the overall film. But it was definitely a good experience, and I didn't shave my beard because I felt like the pedestrian number 4 had a beard. So now that the shoot is over, I felt appropriate to shave.
Did you get to freestyle or did you get to only stick to the script?
Well, our part was mostly what we came up with. I ended up having to change my lines a little bit, or what I had originally wanted to do, just from the director and what they wanted. So yeah, we had to change up kind of what we had originally planned and we're going to say, but I think overall it turned out well. I think in anticipation of potential changes. I was just thinking like how to have something that stands out. So first I did rock the new shirt. So the new shirt is gonna be in the film. We actually had one of the producers, or the lady that wrote the script. She asked about the shirt, because we were just talking. Because most of the time we're just sitting around waiting, for the production team to actually get all the cameras and everything set up. But I took her through the phonetic to figure it out. And she was like, "Yeah, I've been looking at your shirt trying to figure out what it means."
What? You speaking through the shirt, yo.
So that was dope. That's gonna be in there. And then my prop, I came with the Fruit Loops. I think that'll have it. Just things that can make me stand out. I had the singles
or the cup.
But then I took it out of the cup and poured them into a sandwich bag, but because I didn't, for their movie, I'm pretty sure they didn't want like brand labels and things like that.
Got it.
But it's clear that I got a bag of Fruit Loops, and well, hopefully this will be one that people get a chance to see.
Yeah, how fun, man.
Get a better advance notice of, because there'll be probably 1 or 2 opportunities for screenings for the family and friends of the cast and crew. At least one, like they did the last time. So, yeah, we'll look forward to that. I don't know how long the overall production will take before they're at a point of doing the screening. I'd imagine at least a year if I just had to guess. So that's something to look forward to. And I told AWOL, man, I'm just stressing too. I'm like, I'm going to write something. I'm going to write something that will work for us as a vehicle. And now we got access to, real production team.
Where did you get to shoot at? What location?
So they were shooting at. So it's a crosswalk scene where we're pedestrians walking across the street. So they just had the director and producer. They live by elementary school, so they just parked all their cars and set up the equipment in the elementary school parking lot to shoot.
Sweet.
And mostly they had all the cameras and stuff set up in the vehicle. So that's what took like a lot of time, is them, like, I want to say they had 3 different cameras set up in the car to film the lady's face and then shooting out through the windshield. Like, yeah, it was definitely a technical setup to do. But yeah, I can't remember the name of the elementary school, but there's definitely a bunch of people kept coming by. We're in Burien, so we kept having to pause and break for airplanes. And you don't realize how many airplanes be taking off from SeaTac. Like, it was like 1 per minute, it felt like.
Wow.
Maybe that's a bit exaggerated. Maybe it's like 1 every 3 minutes, but it was like constant.
Like straight clockwork, huh?
Yeah. And it was like they got the giant boom mics to capture our sound, but we got to pause when the airplane's going by, because it picks up hella, like the mic that they're using. It's one of them super long ones with looks like it got dog fur on it.
Oh yeah, okay.
So yeah, definitely a dope experience. Then I went afterwards. I had to drive AWOL to his homie's house for his birthday party, and that was cool, kicking it with his old homies. It's like a group of friends that knew each other from hella young, celebrating the 50th birthday of their homie Sean. Shout out to Sean. Happy birthday.
Salute.
All right. Well, I forgot to ask before High Rise dipped out. While I brought up the wrestling, did you see the Cameron interview with Jay Uso?
No, all of it, but I seen the main part.
What do you think?
That Cameron's always been good at acting, and that he's to me, he may come off with this hard exterior shell, but he's a funny guy. Like he's capable of that kind of content.
I thought it was a genius move because of specifically what you said, because he actually is a good actor. So he could make it seem like this is a real thing. And then, of course, Jey Uso, he's a professional wrestler. His job is to make fights look real when they're not. So I thought, and then to continue it on, like, oh, I tried to go, I'm going to see you at WrestleMania. And then he's posting on Instagram or whatever, yeah, I'm going to try to get into WrestleMania and the security wouldn't let me in. So it really goes back to what I was talking about with the wrestling promos.
It does, right?
And I looked it up. A wrestling promo is technically an interview to promote an upcoming match. Like that is historically what it was. Even when it was a small regional sport, they used those promos and they actually used to pay to have them run like TV commercials. So instead of a commercial for McDonald's coming on, it's like a wrestling promo. And it gets people interested to go to the match and then to do the pay-per-view or whatever it was. So I thought it was genius. And yeah, it fits where I think I spoke about this the last 2, maybe even 3 weeks about the wrestling promos.
I remember.
So that's the next level. Look out for Build and Destroy promo based on wrestling, the mechanics of a wrestling promo. I think it'll turn out good if we do it properly.
Yeah, I even seen iShow Speed is getting into the wrestling.
I'm not, he's a younger generation. That's the streamers and all that. I don't particularly follow any of his stuff, but I watched a clip of him participating, and it looks like he wants to be a real wrestler.
Yeah,
he jumped off the top rope.
He got that
onto the table. You can't fucking do that. Like they wouldn't even let you do it. This is WWE. Like you have to have already proven to all these pros that you know what the fuck you're doing. And you got to give him his props. Yeah, it looked like that. It looked like he fit nicely in there. He's a little undersized, for a typical wrestler, but WWE is about business. Yo, you got your own fan base.
Yep.
So there's how many, they probably can calculate how many millions of dollars they made just from having him. Like how many people tuned in to WrestleMania just to see him that don't even watch wrestling. They just watch his YouTube.
And then you got West Side Gun. He's got his own little organization too. The Fourth Rope, where he's got his own fighters.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's big business. And for people that grew up in wrestling and they're passionate about it, why not get into it? Whether you're going to be in front of the camera or behind the scenes, bringing up wrestlers, like, why not? Yeah, and I'll leave that alone. I don't want to go off the deep end. But all right, the other only last topic I got is the update on the Mr. Tendernism. Did we talk? I feel like we talked about this at least once.
Yeah, I'm not caught up with that, man, but wasn't it the case where they were just making money off a dude's face? Like it wasn't him cooking it, but then he really does cook, or what?
No.
Or how
He
was
was
it?
cooking. So, to do I guess the quick synopsis. From what I understand, is this destination place? It was originally a coffee shop, and this dude comes in as a barbecue expert. He said he's traveled around the U.S. learning not just barbecue but other types of foods. So he actually has a lot of experience and training to his level of skill. And he came, and somehow they switched it from a coffee shop to the barbecue place. And he is cooking the food. Like his whole thing was, and what made him popular is on these videos, is he holds up certain pieces of meat and it falls off the bone, and that's the tendernism.
Okay.
And so, long story short, people started questioning it, like, do you actually own this restaurant? And turns out he was not an owner. He was just an employee, but he was driving all the traffic from his YouTube videos and his quotes, the tendernism. People were coming to see him. That was the whole point. I want to come to see him and get his barbecue. And once it turned out that he wasn't an owner of the restaurant, and then the folks that own the restaurant tried to trademark that term, tendernism, because it's not even a word. He made it up.
Yeah,
so
no
now
doubt.
you're trying to trademark my word? Come on now. You really gonna trademark famulation? Is that what we're talking about right now?
Yeah, I see what's happening now.
So pretty much people got wind of it. He was still trying to play the good slave role and like, nah, we're homies. Me and the owner, we're partners. We work together. But then it ended up he got fired. And he's since got a lot of support from people that liked his videos and just heard about the story and was like, man, this is an old black dude that's hooking it up. He got personality. He got style. He's a cool ass black dude that makes bomb barbecue apparently, and we support him. We want to see him successful. So now he's been making the rounds. Oh, and I left out a key part of the story. The whole thing about what prompted people to start questioning whether he was an owner or not was this dude Keith Lee. I don't know if you know about Keith Lee.
No.
So he's a former MMA fighter. And after retiring from fighting, he does a food blog where all he does is goes to different cities. He travels around the U.S. with his family, and they just try out unknown spots. And they try the food. He does his little video. If they like the food, they pump the place up, and those places get mad business after it. He gives them big tips if he likes the food, and essentially helps blow up certain, I won't say blow up, but helps businesses create some sustaining traffic from him promoting them. So he's been doing that, and there's been controversies where he's went to certain places in Atlanta and like, yo, we had a reservation and we had to wait for 45 minutes. So there's been controversies where he talked bad about places, but it was him giving his honest review. Like, yo, I'm not trying to say I'm Keith Lee coming in here. I'm doing a service to the audience and the business. We're giving a honest review of our experience coming to your establishment, not using celebrity as a way to get by. But if you're a regular person, this is the experience you should expect from the service, the food quality, the overall atmosphere, the price. Like, that is his YouTube. That's his channel. That's what he does. And most businesses love it because they get a bump up in business and customers. It's the few out there that if you got bad customer service, you get called out. So, yeah, he shows up to this barbecue spot to meet Mr. Tendernism and try out the food. His family, for overall review, was positive. You know, he has his critiques, but it was an overall positive review, and he wanted to give him $4,000 or $5,000 tip or some shit. And he's like, I didn't get a chance to see him, so I couldn't leave him the tip.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what blew up online, and people started questioning, like, well, what do you mean you couldn't see him? There's some middle person saying he's not available. So then people start asking questions, and it turns out, yep, he's just a worker doing mad promo, making this business blow up with his recipe, his hands, his personality, but he's just getting paid, you know, $20 an hour or whatever his wage was. So the update is that he's doing well from the celebrity support or just general support. He finally did meet Keith Lee on one of his recent press tours, and this Destination Smokehouse is going down in flames. So the new thing is this white dude. It's a white dude who's the owner. He's now trying to do videos, but he can't duplicate the tendernism. Not just the style. He can't duplicate the meat. So the signature was the meat falling off the bone. This fool is making a video now saying the meat's not supposed to fall off the bone. And it shows him bite it. It's hella rough, not juicy. It shows him tear the meat off the bone. Like, look how easy it comes off. And you can see he's like, so now the whole thing is the parody game is going nuts of people making parodies, and they're calling it, everyone's using bricks. And so they're like, they're like, this is how your meat is supposed to be. See, look, when you cut into it, like, it was crazy. So it's a good update to the story. Walt, the unc's name is Walt. He's doing good. He's still making press runs, and he's now doing kind of what Keith Lee was doing, which is showing up to other restaurants and promoting them. Like, literally now he's doing what Keith Lee is doing and not necessarily just cooking all his own food. So it's definitely kind of a good positive update for what started off as rough. People's like, man, this is a bad look. The white man taking advantage of this old black dude, and he's like naive about it.
Yeah, it sounds like he got a close guarded technique. Like you say, he traveled around like I don't know, like on some Ninja Quest stuff. No, he's just master barbecuer.
What's funny is that they got videos of him like showing what he's doing, and he had been working with this white dude for a long time, but at least a few years, but he clearly did not pick up the skills to do it. Yeah, so if you want to laugh, search up the smokehouse. What's it called? Destination Smokehouse their newest video or newest social media, and you'll see the white dude and him eating that tough ass piece of meat off of the rib. Like, what do you mean it's not supposed to fall off the bone? That's why that is a term. Fall off the bone. That wasn't just created from Mr. Tendernism. Now, he made that word, but the term fall off the bone is
right.
a known term in culinary. It's not even just barbecue. They use that in other, different branches of cooking.
That's when all that collagen and fat renders down.
Hell yeah, that's terminology for the greens. When you know your greens is getting close to finito. That's wild though. But that was all I had. You got anything you want to end our show today with?
Shoot,
words
man.
of wisdom.
Shoot, we're in that new Aries season, so it's definitely spring forward time and rebirth time. So the seeds you're planting, watch the seeds that you plant. Be deliberate about those seeds, and hopefully you water those seeds and get something on the back end come harvest time. Whatever seed that is. If you want to learn a new skill or pick up a hobby, now would be a good time to do that versus January 1st. April's more of a time to get going and get started, I feel.
Shoot, I like that. I'm going to take that. We're going to end it on that note, as April, the time to start your new hobbies and tasks and make a deliberate plan to get things accomplished.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, we're going to end it there. Once again, this is the Build and Destroy Show. We be here on Sundays about 5 p.m. Pacific time. We would love it if you pop in and holla at us.